Star Wars Battlefront 2 sucks because they didn't add C-3PO as a playable character. Star Wars as of recent is no stranger to controversy and conflicting opinions. Star Wars Battlefront 2 has had an extremely interesting history. It had one of the worst game launches ever, to people relentlessly begging for EA to bring support back to the game on Twitter.
Have mercy. Please.
There is no mercy.
To put it bluntly, Battlefront is almost as dead as the children in my closet, and sadly the makers of Battlefront 2 will never return to the game, just like your dad will never return from the shops. Battlefront was released by EA at the same time where loot boxes and in-game transactions were at its peak. Do you see the issue with this combination here? Long story short, at launch, the game had these things called star cards, basically various upgrades to all your weapons, abilities, and more. However, when the game was released, you had to pay to purchase star cards, making the system pay to win. This made the fans very angry, and the game received absolutely atrocious critical acclaim. And the lobby started to die down even right after the game had just been released.
It says players needed 6.
We're the only people in here!
It was a sad day for all EA workers. Andrew Wilson cried himself to sleep that night, wiping his tears with the money that he got from star cards. And the game was pretty much just written off as a complete miss by EA. But then, they actually listened. EA listened to the fans. I never thought I would be typing those words in a script. The progression system got a complete rework, allowing players to now unlock star cards through in-game progression. This is truly a poggy moment. And this made the bulk of the game relatively fun again. They started bringing out updates left, right, and center, and millions of players started flooding back towards the game. But first, before I can delve into the main bulk of Battlefront 2, aka the good bits, we must address it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Battlefront 2 single-player campaign. Alright, let's get this over with. You are Iden Versio, commander of an Imperial Special Forces team Inferno Squad. Hope you weren't looking for any more information on them because the game doesn't have it. If you really want the backstory of these forgettable characters, you're gonna have to read this entire fucking spin-off book just to understand the characters you play as. You're being held captive by the rebels, who for some reason decide to leave your helmet in your cell so you can contact your droid to break you out. This mission, by the way, has given me severe PTSD. Getting spotted by rebels gives me a literal heart attack. I hate it so much. You break your way out, shooting as many low-budget rebels as you possibly can, and eventually have an admittedly cool moment where you yeet yourself out of the ship and your friend just swerves by to pick you up. Like, goddamn, that is cool. Oh, side note, by the way, for most of this campaign, I'm going to be using footage from this guy, because I recorded all of the first hour and a half of the campaign, and this video was filmed on a Samsung fridge. So the Death Star is blown up, and Iden and her squad mates just don't give a single shit. They instantly go back to stone cold killer mode. Like, who the fuck wrote this? Who's responsible? They can't get away. They cannot get away with this.
Look alive, agents. We can grieve later. Right now, we need to move.
Approach. The Emperor is dead.
Basically, this is your dad. He's an asshole. Because, you know, I can't remember a single time in movie or video game history where the dad is an asshole to his daughter. It's such a new concept. Well done, DICE, for being so brave. Basically, Empire have Thing called Operation Cinder. And this operation means targeting a bunch of worlds, including their own worlds, for takeover. They're taking over the worlds that they have control over. Where's the logic in this game? Why is this game 40 quid? What is worth 40 quid in this game? Ah, I see. I love how in a mission where you play as Luke, there is absolutely no time in which you could possibly feel in danger with your surroundings. You're literally Luke Skywalker. Nothing poses a threat. It's such bad immersion in game design. Then your father makes you go back to your home planet of Vardos. You and your squad mate Del go rogue and you escape, and then join the Rebel Alliance. What? Why?
Oh, actually, Del had his ideals changed by Luke, and
Aiden had an emotional cutscene with her dad, which changed her ideals too. Piss off, it's the most rushed story conflict I've ever seen. Then honestly, the rest of the game just feels like a massive fever dream. You play as a bunch of random rebel heroes and all the missions feel so disconnected. One minute you're Han Solo escaping Takadana with one of the most annoying characters to ever exist in all of Star Wars.
Stormtroopers, stay quiet. We gotta take them out.
No, you do. This blaster's just for show. I never learned to shoot. Do you know Stormtroopers only land 77% of blaster shots? Impressive, Han Solo. Yes! Nicely done, my new friend. Top job. Good job. Oh, just marvelous.
Shut the fuck up!
Next you're Leia on Naboo, then you're Lando, and then you're at the Battle of Jakku. I mean, where's the fluidity?
Look, I'm taking another enormous risk.
Shriv, I could kiss you.
What the fuck? Wait a second. Oh, we're still recording? Shit. Basically, the ending mission is just your average bad guy turned good for no reason at all story conclusion. Then you escape the Star Destroyer as it crashes, you and Del get married, have some sexy, make bebe, and then there's DLC called The Resurrection, which is somehow even worse.
We fight so others can live. And if we die, it better be for the same reason. I wish you could see what I see.
Wait, is she dead? What the fuck? How is she dead? Okay, so here are some positives about the campaign. The graphics are really good. Never mind. Seems all the budget was spent on detailing Protectorate Gleb's individual hairs. The characters aren't fleshed out at all. The story is short with no mission feeling connected to the last. The ending is rushed. The main characters have a robotic switch to the rebellion because, oh yeah, let's just change to the side that we relentlessly hated 5 minutes ago for little to no reason. Finally, with that out the way, we can throw aside the campaign for good and delve into the real meat and potatoes of this review. The rest of the game. Let's talk about Battlefront 2 in general. Graphics? Mwah. On point. Sound? Yes. Battle Royale game mode? No, the game does not have that. Thank Jesus Christ, the game doesn't have that. The game, in my eyes, perfectly encapsulates the experience of being in a Star Wars battle. It really makes you feel like a Star Wars character.
Arkham Asylum makes you feel like you're Batman.
The two most popular wide-scale game modes are Supremacy, which is an actual, genuine, good game mode, and Galactic Assault, which is Supremacy if you hate yourself. In Supremacy, you have to capture and hold 3 command posts for a certain amount of time and stop the enemy from doing the same. Whoever holds 3 command posts the longest gets to board the enemy ship. I love the concept of Supremacy, and honestly most of the almost 400 hours I've put into this game on PC have been spent on Supremacy.
Haven't seen the light in ages.
In Battlefront, you can play as the clones if you're a true soldier of the Republic. Rest in peace on my fallen brothers. We will never forget you. The Separatists, if you're a boring arsehole. I mean, you can't immerse yourself into a game whilst playing as robots who randomly do a barrel roll.
I'm not fucking done. She fucking dead.
The Republican Empire and the Resistance and the First Order. I cannot describe the feeling when me and my friend were playing Battlefront and got to play Kashyyyk at night as the clones. There were tanks shooting at us in the dark as we hid in the bushes, finding cover behind fallen ships as debris. It was unironically cinematic, and that's something that I think this game really succeeds at, being cinematic. The other huge game mode is Heroes vs. Villains. Playing Heroes vs Villains can either result in a lot of fun, or you asking Siri where the nearest local bridge is. Basically, 2 teams of 4 players fight against each other, one side is villains, one side of the heroes. The issue with this game mode is that everyone is a toxic fucking bitch. Not only that, but there's no buddy spawning in this game, meaning if you spawn back after dying, you're on your own, buddy. And you're probably going to be ambushed by the entire enemy team moments later due to your own team also being scattered across the map. And that's not even the worst of it if you're on the light side. Oh no. If you're on the dark side, you got it lucky, big man. If you're on the hero side, then may God rest your soul. Not only do you have to deal with being ledged by Maul and Vader mains, you also have to worry about the Iden mains. Imagine having all of these awesome characters in front of you, beloved landmarked characters from the beloved franchise of Star Wars, and you choose Iden Versio. I have never met an Iden main that hasn't been a sweaty, toxic asshole. Not as in their assholes are sweaty, that's an uncomforting thought. Actually though, considering how they spend all their lives sitting down at their desk typing out low-level insults to kids on a Star Wars game, I wouldn't be surprised if their assholes were a little moist. Anyway, as for the game as a whole, I think it's an extremely fun game. I love it. I think that the maps are absolutely phenomenally designed, the balance is pretty good, and for the most part, plenty of different game modes to choose from, and overall an extremely enjoyable gaming experience. It's such a shame that EA chose to close support to this game. If this game kept up monthly updates until the present day, imagine how good it would be. We'd probably have Ahsoka and Ventress, Rex, cool new maps to play on. Imagine how sick it would be. Unfortunately, the greedy EA overlords weren't making enough money and needed to focus on games that actually could make them money. So yes, in conclusion, no Lando and Shriv sex scene 0 out of 10.